I do have with me in the studio Timi Frank, who is the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the All Progressives Congress. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
I'm sure you are following the conversation on corruption. Do you have anything to add in terms of how your party, because Mr. Najis says, I mean, let's quickly have a word on that one. He says that, it was seen that the president is pushing this by himself and, the party doesn't seem to be supporting him in his anti-corruption drive. Do you agree with that?
Yes, I can practically confirm to you that when the party, as of today, is not united, there is internal crisis disturbing us. I don't think, as a party, we're in a better state today, truly, to support the president in the fight against corruption. So far, so good. I can tell you the president means very well, very, very well, in this fight against corruption. But you can only support the president, when the party is speaking in one voice. Because as of today, I can tell you clearly, because of the internal wrangling, the party is not even, doing any effort because we don't have a competent leadership, that could stand and, support the present idea on the fight against corruption. So it's a very, very big problem. Until, we put our house together, then I can tell you clearly, or we have a competent national chairman that can, put everybody together, then I can tell you, as a party, we should be able to support the president, in the fight against corruption. But as of today, I can tell you clearly, as a party, we are not doing anything.
You used the word internal crisis. I do recall that I think some members of your party were interviewed. They say that there is no crisis within the APC, that what they have disagreements between individuals within the APC. Why do you use that word crisis? Well,
that is just grammar that they are trying to, convince the public with. So far as I'm concerned, until we accept that there is crisis, we cannot resolve these internal issues we're talking about. There is crisis. We cannot deny that there is no crisis. There is a very big crisis.
Give us an insight into the crisis.
First of all, okay, let me give you an example. You saw just recently, if there was no crisis, you saw recently how the Ondo States saga came about. You saw one of the founding fathers of this party, the national leader of this party, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that came up with a very powerful letter accusing the national chairman of this party of corruption, accusing him of incompetency, accusing him of one-sidedness, and so forth. So that example alone, is that not enough as a party to accept that there is crisis? Because if at that level, somebody like Bola Ahmed Tinubu, that is well respected in this party, that is a founding father, could come up clearly, without fear or favor, accusing, this is the first time, I've not seen it anywhere, where somebody like that could come up to say the chairman of the party is not competent. He accused him of corruption. He accused so many allegations. So that example alone, till today, go to Ondo States. Go to Ondo, they are still protesting the emergence of the APC governorship candidates. Is that not enough to admit as a party that there is crisis? So we cannot run away from from these issues before Nigerian people, before the people out there. We must own up. If we really want to resolve this crisis rocking our party, we must first of all, as a party, own up to ourselves and agree that yes, we have issues, but these issues can be resolved. We can come together to resolve these issues.
How would you say, I mean, because you have always talked about a crisis that existed within the party. I recall that, when the Code of Conduct Tribunal first of all brought out allegations against the current Senate president, you were one of those who said that, this was emanating from within the party. How many factions would you say you currently have within the APC?
Well, I can't really, let you know the clear basis of the factions. But whether you like it or not, we have aggrieved members of this party, and I'm one of those that is, that has been there talking about these issues from beginning. When I started this whole process about the internal wrangling, a lot of my leaders never foresee the danger of where I was going to us at that time.
So you feel vindicated?
by the grace of God. Because if I'm not, the whole scenario is now playing out to the public. There is a limit we can hide these issues. We've tried and tried to hide, these issues that is rocking the party. Several times the party has come out to say that there is no crisis. You cannot continue to tell lies to the people. For Nigerians to trust us as a party, we must set the space. We must set that example to show that, look, we are prepared to lead. Because if we cannot, I bet you, look, my worry today in this party, I've seen how democratic process is working as a young man. And today, if we cannot set the example right, I bet you, not just because we are a party, but even the Nigerian people that voted us, will just look as if as, these people are not serious. How can they have confidence again to vote this kind of party that is in crisis, that cannot put their house together?
Who exactly? Can you tell us who exactly is in control of the APC as we speak?
Well, he's truly, the national chairman should be able to tell Nigerians who is in control.
Is he in control?
So far as I'm concerned, he's not in control. He's being controlled, so far as I'm concerned, by some certain forces. And let me tell you, it's very, very clear. Today, let me set example. I will definitely use myself as an example at all time. There are so many vacant positions as of today in our party. None of those vacant positions in this party that their deputies are acting. None. None. And if you know you are not going to allow your deputies to be functioning as a party, then why do you appoint deputy national publicity secretary, deputy national officers of the party, where you cannot allow them to do their functions when the substantive head is not there? So these are issues that has been wrangling this party. Let me set this place very clear. Today, I'm meant to be the acting publicity secretary of the party. Why is the party depriving me? If you ask the chairman, he will tell you some certain persons of the party does not want you to speak. Who are those certain persons? Which means those certain persons the chairman is talking about, some of us also know them. So, but if he knows them, he should be able to make it clear to us as party members. So I believe those are the forces controlling the party under the disguise of the national chairman. And we cannot continue to have a chairman that is being controlled by people. We need a national chairman that can put us together. We need a national chairman that can unify this party. Because, if we are not careful as a party, let me tell you, we are going to receive Jonathan's treatment in 2019. I can tell you, it's very, very clear the way we are going. And I don't want us to fail, because we have a president that has a clear vision to deliver. So if we as a party cannot deliver on our part to support him, then the Nigerian people will think they can't trust us as a party. So that is why I'm bothered, and I will continue to be bothered. I'm a young man, because the truth is very clear that if today I can't take the bull by the horn to cry out about what is disturbing us today. Look, everybody in this party knows that there is crisis.